Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, on behalf of Accu-Stats Video Productions, we have the pleasure of welcoming you to the 2016 Accu-Stats Make-It-Happen One-Pocket Invitational. Thank you. Thank you so kindly. As always, we're coming to you live from the Aramis-Simonis Arena at Sandcastle Billiards right here in Edison, New Jersey, the home of Accu-Stats and the home of the Make-It-Happen series. Well, we've had 8 Make-It-Happen events since 2012. This is our third go-around in one pocket and has been the custom all along. We've asked you, our loyal and devoted and very knowledgeable fans, to select 4 players, and you've brought back 4 of the best one-pocket players in the world. We've added 2 new ones to our mix this week. We're glad to have them along in the Make-It-Happen family. And we are headed to a conclusion of this year's event. This will be the last match in the round-robin format. We started out playing races to 3. Yesterday, we switched that up to a race to 4 to add a little bit more excitement and give you a little bit more one pocket. The winner of each match gets $1,000. And when this match is over, we're going to bring back our 2 best record players to play one last match for the championship. The equipment we're using, as always, the very best in the business, a diamond table with pro-cut pockets and a 1-inch slate, one piece as well, Aramis Belgian billiard balls, and Simonis 860, and we want to say how much we appreciate the support that we've received throughout the years from those great companies. Before I introduce our players for this match one more time, I want to take this opportunity to express our deep gratitude to each and every one of you for your loyalty and support of the Make It Happen series. And on behalf of Ed Ladawi and the great staff here at Sandcastle and the entire Accu-Stats video production team, once again, ladies and gentlemen, you have done it. You've made it happen. All right. Introducing our 2 competitors for the final match in the round-robin series. Our first player from Denton, Texas, making his debut here in the Make It Happen series, and we're really thrilled to have him with us. I think you've been well entertained, and we hope to have him with us many more times in the future. He's from Denton, Texas. He has 7 times represented Team USA on the Mosconi Cup. He's a former U.S. Open 9-ball champion. He's also a former U.S. Open one-pocket champion. He's sponsored by Shirts Custom Cues. He's known as Double J. Would you kindly welcome Jeremy Jones? Thank you very much. His opponent's from Toronto, Canada. I'm going to take a second here to just elaborate on the most historic accomplishment that this man possesses. He's done something in professional pool that no one else has ever done, including the great Efren Reyes. It may never be done again, or this man may do it a second time. In 2011, he won the Derby City Bank Pool Division for his first Derby City title. In 2013, he took down the 9-ball division. And then in 2015, he accomplished what no other man in history has ever done. He won the one-pocket division that gave him a title in all 3 disciplines, and he won the world all-around master of the table. And just to prove that that was no fluke, he did it again this year. And he's a 2-time reigning one-pocket champion, 2-time reigning world master of the table, the only man in history with all 4 titles. We're going to call it the Alex Slam. Sponsored by Puyat Sports, Le Spot Billiards, Ariel Camelli Custom Cues, and AlexPagulayan.com. Ladies and gentlemen, the smallest man with the biggest heart, it's the Lion, Alex Pagulayan. All right, here we go. Your referee in charge of the match is Mr. Carswell Ransom. Official timekeeper is Angel Maracas. Your official photographer is Carl Kantrowitz. I'd now like to send it over to the booth to the voice of Accu-Stats, Billy Incardona, a very special guest and one of our new Make It Happen people, T-Rex, Tony Chohan. Take it away, Bill.
We're at Sandcastle Billiards in Edison, New Jersey. the host site for the 2016 Make-It-Happen One-Pocket Invitational. Our special guest for this match is T-Rex. They call him T-Rex. Tony Chohan, one of the greatest offensive minds in the game today. Tony, this is a match between Alex Pagulayan and Jeremy Jones. I know you know both of these players quite well. You've played them both many times. Who do you like in this match? Why do you like them? And how do you think it's going to come down, actually?
I think it's whoever beats who to the first shot, like usual. And Jeremy plays pretty conservative and can play offensive at both times. But, I got to give it up to Alex to, be the favorite for sure. But you never know, It's just one of those kind of matches, It comes down to, shot selection and shot making.
Right, you do never know. Jeremy Jones has been playing better each and every match he's played. He started off the tournament playing a little roughly, but he seemed to have smoothed out with every match he's played. Alex Pagulayan, he was one of the favorites in this tournament. He started out roughly, but in his last match he defeated Efren Reyes, so therefore he's starting to come into his own also.
You're very true, very true. Jeremy laid down a good break here. I think the only shot he's going to do here is run off the side of the 5 and try to stick him behind the 2 here. He looks like he wants to become offensive, but he knows he can't. Not yet.
Explain to me the problems coming off the 5 and getting behind the 2. If he makes a mistake, what kind of a mistake does he figure to make?
Leaving a cross corner, letting his man put him back on the backside of the stack and stuff like that. I don't really care for this shot. Too much can go wrong, and he gets the 5 for free.
So therefore, you didn't care for kicking at the 2 or the 8 or the 11?
No.
Coming off the 5, he dropped nicely under the 2, but you got to control the 5.
You might jam him on the backside of the lemon, too, if you run off the 5. See, this is, look. Now, he may not have sold a bank out. A little bit of that English ran off, but he gets to shoot the 5 into the stack and, come off to the bottom rail and punch back up towards the side pocket on that side.
He's a little under the 5, meaning that the 5 is positioned a little higher on the table than the cue ball. And actually, we really can't tell how much of the 5 he can see.
Yeah.
If he can see half the 5, he can most likely
I'll tell you another good shot is maybe kicking at the 5 and trying to hit the top side of the 5, because the cue ball really nothing can really go wrong as long as you nick the 5.
Kicking at the 5 and making sure that you hit the top side of the 5. Yeah. The 5 ball then could go toward the bottom cushion. Cue ball then go into the rack.
True. Or up table and you got the 1 and the 2 to block off your hole. But he shot the shot that I thought at first, but it may have worked out because the ball spots and stops him from being able to bank the 10, stick him.
Well, that's the only good thing for Jeremy that happened on that shot. Yeah. If you notice, the cue ball's a good foot off that side rail. And you really never want to leave your opponent near the center of the table or off that rail that far. I don't care how the balls are positioned. You always want to try to keep the cue ball on a rail or at least close to a rail.
Let's see how he can aim low, and he can do a lot more with his cue ball, and that's what Billy's talking about. He missed the whole 11. That's what he wanted to hit.
He hit the 11. He wasn't able to do that.
He got lucky in more ways than one.
Not necessarily, because the 12 passes.
Yeah, it does. But, it does pass.
Now, the 3 ball, that's the ball in back of the stack. Mm-hmm. He's going to take a look at it now. There's enough room for the 3 ball to be pocketed. He can play shape for the 3 or the 11. I like playing shape for the 3 here because that's probably a more comfortable way of shooting the 12 ball with a little firmer hit.
I may like slow rolling this ball just so I can make sure I get a second shot, just like he did right there. Now he's got a guaranteed shot on the 11. He's looking at it, but he can make it. He's going to draw straight back and come for the 2. Then he can come 2 rails down to the bottom for the 3, or he can come back out for the 1.
See, on the first shot, I like playing for the 3, using the 3 as a breakout ball.
What if you
that
don't
way
get
you have
down
the
there?
11 there as an insurance ball.
But what if you don't get down to where you can make
Then
the
you don't
3?
get down.
Yeah.
You know? But if you do get down for the 3 and open up some balls with the 3 ball breakout shot, you had the 11 there for as an insurance ball for your next shot. So, but you can play it either way.
You're really feeling a stroke in a spot like this, you can slice this ball in and come back and forth into the stack. Just like he did right there.
Excellent. Excellent
Except for
thought.
no roll. He'll thin off the 5 and stick him right back on the 15, or 14, I should say.
You people out there, can you hear Tony when he speaks? Is he speaking loudly enough for you to hear? Okay, you're doing good, Tony. Matter of fact, you're actually playing well, too, in the booth.
If I shot the shots I shot in here, then I would never miss. It's when I get to the table that all I want to do is try to make a ball every shot. It seems like.
Yeah, but you usually do, though.
Sometimes.
You've been playing some of the
Sometimes
best one pocket in the world, Tony, lately.
Thanks, Billy.
In the past 12 to 15 months, you've been tearing it up, really. I might kid you a lot because you and I are pretty friendly. I might kid you a lot, but I got to give you your dues here.
Nice.
You have been playing really, really some great one pocket.
Thanks. Need that money. That's my only out for any money.
Now the stack is the ball. The way the balls are configured in the stack, it's awfully difficult to kick into the stack because you don't really have a pocket in the stack for the cue ball to wedge itself in.
Well, what he's looking at right now is, see, a lot of times people don't look inside the stack, and right now it looks like the 4 may be wired, and that's why he's looking at how can I break this ball up with using the 3 and leave him the cue ball in a spot where he can't do nothing. And it's kind of a tough spot because when you try to nick off balls, it doesn't touch the ball the right way or ends up lining it up. So he's just going to hit it hard and just draw right back. Yeah. I think it's still, it did unwire, but he got a free shot at the 15. This is where he's going to bank the 15, draw straight back, and straight, and try to get banks on the 8 and the 10 if he happens to make the 15.
So your thoughts were solely on going offensive here. You're not concerned with shooting off the 8 and moving those balls, both of them on your side here.
I mean, like I said, some people play safety.
The 8
I'm
might
gonna
go
take
toward
free
your pocket
shots.
too in this shot. Watch.
Okay,
See?
I did. But now, if he gets to see this 8, what does he get to do then? Now he gets to shoot the 8. Well, he got lucky that ball went in the side pocket. Otherwise, he's at he sells out that 8 into the 15-4, and you get to start pushing balls towards your hole. This guy's trying to make a ball fit that doesn't fit.
It's important to make sure this ball was spotted correctly.
Yeah.
If he spots the 10 on the foot spot, he may take away the 8 ball as an option. If it doesn't fit on this foot spot and has to be spotted in the back, now the 8 ball becomes an option. So therefore, this particular spotting of the
If
10
he can
ball
bank this 10,
is significant in the outcome of what could be the outcome of this game.
I say the truth, it doesn't look like this 10. I don't know if he spotted the 10 or I don't know.
If he doesn't have anything here, do you just come off the 14 and go back toward the 4, or do you kick at the 8?
Kick at the 8.
Kick at the 8 from
the bottom rail?
From the bottom rail.
I don't like that. Too much to go wrong. What if you accidentally take an intentional scratch or something, Or not an intentional scratch, but you end up scratching. If he can bank, he must not be able to bank the 10, so he's not even looking at it. So he's probably just going to thin off. He's going to try to run this 14 so it sits up on top of... No, he did just kick at the ball. And he did exactly what I said not to do. And he scratched.
That's right. He kicked at the 8, which I thought was an option. He kicked at the 8, but like Tony said, I wouldn't do that because you might end up taking a scratch with it. No reason to do that.
When you want to take a scratch, you better take a scratch in a good spot. And that's not really the best spot in the world to take a scratch. He could have thinned the ball and gotten the same replay out of the ball, you know what I mean? He could have touched the 14 barely. So he's going to thin this ball and try to stick him right back in the stack. Oh, he hit it a little hard, too. But he got the nice little wedge there.
Yeah, he had a pretty good little roll there.
That's a heck of a roll.
Now, from this position, Jeremy is in a little bit of trouble here.
Now he has to take a scratch. Because he can't run off the ball too easy. The angle don't allow it.
If you were to take a scratch here, how would you do it?
I'm going 3 rails to the backside, like you're playing a bank in the side.
I would
Here he's going to try to hit the 8, which ain't a bad move. That's what I probably would have done.
That's an excellent kick.
Yeah, and he got a good roll because he's toppled on top of the 8.
Now, the other option I would have seen would have been 3 cushions into the stack as the intentional.
That's what I was saying at first.
Right.
Yeah. But I look at those type of scratches not real feasible because of where there's no balls by your hole. So it's purposely, it's no good to be inside the stack. You have to put pressure on a person and have a reason for taking them in there.
Well, that depends on what options your opponent has after you take that intentional.
Right.
If the 8 ball was not positioned where it is, and then you take that intentional, put him in the side of the stack, he would either have to take an intentional back or come off the stack and give you a shot to maybe move some balls to your side.
Correct.
So in that regard, that particular intentional, has some merit.
All right, so in this spot, I'm going to probably run off the 6 into the 14 barely and just try to come maybe 2 rails into the stack. He's going to try to do the same thing. He's going to try to roll up on the 8, I think.
And this is risky because the last time he hit it perfect. This time he hit it just as well.
But I'll tell you what, guess what's might happen here? It might look like the 7-3 might be a dead bank. Can't really tell if the 6 is in the way or not because if there's quite a few. Yeah, the 7-3 looks like it's dead and you can stick him right in there. He's not going to be offensive at all, so. I don't like these shots. Exactly the reason why I don't.
He actually could have kicked 2 cushions in the stack because there was a pocket in the stack that would have secured the cue ball. It would have stopped right in the stack, and I think he would have opened up a few balls on this side.
Here's the thing. The same ball he used to run off of, right? If you look at it, you know for sure that ball's coming out, right? So if you don't put him behind the 6, what happens? You sell out a bank. And look at where the 4 is at now, right? So if the guy gets on the backside of that, he gets to go right into the, stack and run out. I hit that perfect and got just about right to where he can draw straight back for the 15 or punch over. These are one of these tricky shots. You really can't use a whole bunch of inside and come around and shoot it with any speed because you will jar it up. It's just the way it is. Unless he hits it really crispy.
Pocketing the 1 and drawing back for the 15 puts a little more risk into the shot in terms of missing the ball.
Right.
He could pop it over, maybe bank the 13 if he could, or maybe even bank the 8.
And I think that's what he's looking at. He's going to look at the 13 ball bank. That's what he wants to try to play shape for. And that way, if he makes that 13 and gets dead perfect on a straight in bank, he comes to the backside of that ball for the rest of the balls. Okay, so he hit it nice and soft. Got the speed.
I like
He-
banking the 8 here because the 13 does not bank.
But it doesn't go, and he can't really hold his
What
cue.
I'm saying, the 13 doesn't bank in Pagulayan's pocket. That's why I like banking the 8. Yeah, I like banking the 8.
Where are you going to bank the 8 to?
I want to bank it into the 7 and move some balls to my side.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think you can hold your rock too? Because look at how close the 8 is to the rail.
Yeah, well, maybe I hit it with a high ball.
Okay. You don't think you won't sell out a bank or something from those balls that you spread open? He's going to punch this ball. I figured that. Did exactly what I figured he'd do. When you get shots, you can't play too conservative. You got to take advantage of what it is. Now he's going to shoot this ball in and draw straight back and use a little English to come back out to the top. Maybe get a shot on the 7, if not the deuce. The deuce it is. This could be a little tricky.
No, he also has a 2-reeler on the 8. Because if he cuts the deuce in and it doesn't hit the 14, he's not going to have another shot. But the 2-reeler on the 8 can go. If he just stops the cue ball where the 8 is, then he'll hide the 2.
Then he'll sell out the 3 and he'll sell out the 2. Maybe.
Well,
The 3 for sure.
the 8's going to come down there somewhere.
Yeah. He's going to take this shot. And he missed it, I think. Yeah. Overcut it a little bit. But it's in there. It's his. That's for sure. And it's still a hard shot for Alex. Because you can't shoot the shot hard. That's the problem.
See, the reason I like the 2-reeler on the 8, that was a good shot as well. Even if you sell out the 3, he's not going to be able to get another ball after he pockets the 3. But if the 8 comes down table, there's a good chance it's going to block that bank on the 3, and possibly you can make it. And then if you can make it, then you're in business.
Well, Alex is looking at the fact that he's behind in the count and he's got a shot at his hole, so he's got to shoot at his hole. He hit it good.
Excellent speed.
Yep. No, I don't think he got rewarded. Nope.
Now
Don't
the
look
10
like it.
might go. I don't know if the 10 is the ball on the foot spot. I think the 10 has a chance of going in. He hasn't taken a look at it, but he can play for the 15.
He must be able to make the 7. He must be able to spin it in because he's looking at it. If he can. Well, yeah, he must be able to spin it. If he can, he's going to spin it and get shape on that 15.
Now, I like going all the way down table here.
I think he's double rail banking this ball. He is. He played the cue ball at the same time. Good shot.
So evidently he must not have been able to cut it in.
No, right. Now he's got another shot. He's going to stick him right on top of it. That was a heck of a shot there because now you can't see the ball. You can't see, The only thing Jeremy can really do here is kick his ball in. I might shoot at the long rail here. Try to kick my ball in. Got a big pocket. Unless he can go to the side rail.
And that's an excellent call. Kick your own ball in.
Yeah.
If you can kick your own ball in, which is a high percentage shot,
Yeah.
then you can take out the 14.
You might even get a good bank on it.
It doesn't appear that he's frozen against the 9. Looks like he has a kick at his ball.
Oh, he's kicking at his ball, yeah.
Well, why wouldn't he kick cross corner then?
Oh, no, he's shooting at the 15 to his hole. Oh, he's not even shooting that. Oh, he's just moving balls out of play now. He's trying to
he has a 6-2 advantage here.
Yeah, so he's playing the ball count.
Yeah, I totally understand why he did what he did. But I kind of like kicking at the 2 ball.
I'm going to say that I would have, yeah. I mean, I am, and you are, and probably 99% of other people, but hey, he's a 1%er.
Wow, had he hit the 3 there, that would have been a perfect shot.
Yeah, for sure. Jeremy's playing worked out.
Yeah, you got to go. Don't you got to go real first here and put the cue ball on the other side of the table?
This ball might not even get there, to tell you the truth. It didn't, and he owes one.
Oh, actually, I would have gone rail first anyways. Positioned the cue ball on the other side of the table. That makes that 15 ball much more difficult bank. Jeremy's playing for 2 balls here.
Well, the only thing bad for Jeremy is the fact that the 14's sitting right where I believe it goes in Alex's hole. So if he ever gets a shot on that, Alex is going.
And for the people up there or out there or in here that doesn't understand why he didn't bank the 15, he leads 7-2.
Right.
And therefore, he really didn't want to put every ball in play. Even though it appeared that the bank that he had was very makeable, it wasn't a fair trade-off.
No. Statistically, you always got to play the ball count. But sometimes it doesn't work out when you do that, because if one person's always playing offensive, the other person's always playing safe. And you don't want to be the guy with the lead always playing safe, and the other guy keeps putting pressure on you either.
You know, that's amazing how people think differently. I'd rather be the guy with the lead.
Well, no, I'm not saying you don't want it. I'm not saying you don't want to be the guy with the lead, but I mean,
I understand what you're saying. In other words,
I find myself when I play safe that I lose more games playing safe than I do when I just keep being offensive with the lead.
There are certain times when your offensive shot is actually your best defensive shot, even though you may have a substantial lead.
Yeah. This day and age, believe it or not, one pocket is all about offense.
No, I do believe it. If you take a look at the top players, including yourself, obviously, most of the top players are really aggressive, offensive-minded players.
Right. It's more of an offense-defense battle nowadays. You got to play a offensive shot with the defense at the same time.
And they call that controlled aggression.
You're right.
You want to be aggressive, but you want to be able to control the situation at the same time.
Correct. Brandon from Baltimore told me, he started my name, he said, "Your West Coast offense."
And that's kind of funny that in football, the West Coast offense is playing aggressively.
Yeah.
And East Coast is playing more conservatively.
Yeah.
And when they refer to one-pocket players as an East Coast player, it's basically
saying you play too safe.
Yeah, it's basically saying that, hey, you're old school. You're like a mover as opposed to, an offensive player.
Yep. And sometimes it works out. Sometimes that high-powered offense against somebody that plays a lot of defense doesn't work. You know what I mean? sometimes they use that against you because they know that you're going to keep going.
Listen, if you can control that cue ball well and you play aggressively, you're dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
You're dangerous. Danny Smith is the perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Game number 1 goes to Jeremy, who takes the early 1-0 lead in a race to 4. Now, you watched the first game. Jeremy won the first game. And basically, the first game was played more or less the way Jeremy wanted to play it.
Yes. Jeremy definitely took control and had it done the way he wanted it to be done. So it's Alex's break.
This is a race to 4. Unlike when the tournament began, it was a race to 3.
That's actually a very good break right there.
Yeah, look at the cue ball frozen to the side rail. He had a nice spread of balls. He's got several balls near the foot rail.
Yeah, he's
got a couple balls near his pocket, and the rack protects everything.
The reason why this break come out so good is because there's 3 balls, and it's got covered the bottom rail. You got 3 balls on the side rail. There's really no opening. There's no way for him to really. It's pretty hard for him to, be offensive back at him.
That's such an effective break that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might even roll the cue ball in the stack just to buy a little time.
I think he's going to take a scratch. He's going to
this
try to
is
come to the
risky,
back.
too.
Yeah.
This is very risky.
Better be a really good kicker. 'Cause if you don't kick good and which he didn't, he might have got a little, no.
I think he got away with it.
No.
I don't think Pagulayan can pocket the 6.
Yeah, he can. He can spin it.
He can.
I think he can spin it.
I think it's pretty close. If you
It
look
does
at the
look like
monitor,
it,
the
yeah.
monitor says maybe not.
Let's, he might not be able to. I don't know.
Now, if he can't pocket the 6, what should he do here?
I'm kicking at the 4. Because it's just a little bit off the rail. Just enough to where it's perfect to where if you hit any piece of it, nothing really can go too wrong here.
And if you happen to make it,
You get to run out.
right. And the kick to the 4 really is something that you can judge pretty well. I mean,
He's
you're
looking
going
at-
to come close to it.
Right. He's looking to take it. He's going to try to put him in right on top of the 7 and 8. He's going to try to roll it right in there.
Now, that's not a bad thought, but the problem with that way of thinking is he's going to be on the first scratch.
Yeah. I'm not looking to really go backwards here in this spot. I've already got the guy to go backwards, so. Oh, it looks like he's going to play the 9-5 combo bank.
Yeah, and then he's going to try to position the cue ball near the other side pocket.
Yeah.
He's going to draw the cue ball off the 9 in hopes that it comes off that top rail and ends up near the side pocket. A little low, lower than the side pocket, on the low side.
Right.
Now this is a very tough shot to execute.
I mean, you better execute it because too much can go wrong if he lets the air open. It's not a bad shot, but he's still going to let him out. Like right here in this spot, I'm going to kick this 11 ball towards my hole. I'm going to hit the high side of it, use some running English, so I'm going to run into the 6, if any ball that I do touch. It'll never touch the 5. And I might make the 11 in this spot.
And you cannot scratch off of this kick.
No.
Because the cue ball will not back up into the pocket.
Right.
If anything, it'll go right toward the 6. And if it does, there is no bad side of the 6 the cue ball can hit.
Right. And it's a perfect shot. And
now he's got a good shot. In the way Tony explained it, I'm certainly sure that the people listening to that, the way Tony explained it, is a powerful shot. If he shoots that shot, he may turn this break around. And if he pockets the 11 ball, for certain, he'll turn the break around. I don't really like the shot he's choosing right here. I think only because Tony's shot is, without a doubt, clearly the correct shot.
he's going to try to bank this hard. No, I didn't like that. Reason being I don't like this is because, okay, now what I'm going to do in this spot, okay, I got 15 different things I can do.
Well, let's hear them.
All right, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to probably try to thinly cut the 11 into the rail and try to spin to the side rail and try to break over, open the 5-6 in a way. You understand?
Yeah.
Because the 5-6 doesn't go to my hole, so I want to try to clear that out a little. So I'm going to use a little running English with a little high. Just want to open up some balls and put some balls by my hole. And put them on the backside of that.
What's going to happen to the cue ball when you thinly hit the 11?
I'm going to come in between the 13 and the 4. And then I'm going to hit in between that, and then the running English is going to put me over by the side pocket.
I think it's going to put you... I think it's going to...
Exactly how he just did it.
Yeah, but he didn't break loose to 5 and 6.
Well, that's okay. I mean, the chances are that wasn't going to happen, but you got balls by your hole that you can run any of those balls off of.
Okay, now that I understand.
No.
But trying to break open the 5-6 requires that you hit the 11 thinly enough to do it.
Too thin.
Then you can't control the cue ball. But what he did, he assured himself that he was going to be able to control the cue ball.
Right.
Okay, and didn't care about opening up the 5-6.
Well, this is what Jeremy's going to do in this spot. He's going to probably bank this 9 hard into the stack and take the cue ball up table, I think. But if he does do that, I think this 5 goes off of the 13 to Alex's pocket. It's a close one. He's got a free bank and get to the backside of these tables, to the balls. So he's going to come right there. He hit it too hard, but the cue ball is in a good spot. He played the cue ball and he played it right. Perfect. Those shots come in handy so often. Now Alex is just going to thin off the 6, I think.
Well, isn't it time to take an intentional?
Yeah.
I would take an intentional and kick short of that side pocket.
True, because you don't want to let the guy out of the trap he's in now.
Yeah, this is, even going all the way down is not bad, but I would try to go by the side pocket.
He's going to go 2 rails. He's going to go 2 rails into the stack.
Just by the side pocket, I think.
I think he might have hit this too hard. No, he hit it perfect. And he did hit it too hard. But it's sad enough to where Jeremy cannot make the 8.
And now you can kick here into the 5-6 off the long rail.
You could try to thin the 6 or the 5, but I think he's just going to take it in. Oh, no, he's just going to go up table. Yeah, there's no point in taking a foul
He might make the 8 here.
Nah, he just wants to open it up, but he's leaving him outs to keep moving balls to his hole, which is bad. Now, there's quite a few shots here, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like that shot if he shoots that. I do like banking the 8, though.
Okay, now if you're going to bank the 8, you can't bank it with an outside ball.
No,
that's ridiculous. And if you don't use an outside ball, now you must be concerned with the kiss.
Yeah. I overcut it, if anything, and when I'm using inside, just because I want to make sure.
I think you have to use inside here.
Yeah, you do. He hit it perfect.
You can't hit it much better than that.
Just didn't get it right. Now this is a scary situation for Jeremy.
There's
There's
just
too many balls by his hole,
yeah,
and
too many is right.
and when it, I mean, he can. He could try to go Hail Mary, but I don't think he's gonna do that.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Heads up, Cosmo.
I think he's
Yeah,
going to
he's
have
going
to.
Hail Mary. He just said it. Heads up.
I don't think that's going to work.
It's not really the move I would want to do. I would probably, but you know what? There's not much he can do because if he runs off the 6 and touches the 8 into the 11, it's gonna be a little snug.
Well, he's going to scramble him, huh?
Yeah,
He's going to scramble him. Let's see what happens.
There he goes. 5, 10 into the 6. Hope that all the balls. Oh my! What ball did he just hit first? That didn't even make sense to me.
Well, I'll tell you what. Had he not scratched, there may have been a chance for him to get out of it.
Yeah.
But he's certainly not going to get out of it now. No. Pagulayan owes 1 ball. Jeremy Jones owes 2.
I'll take Pagulayan from here.
You will. You don't want the Cavaliers anymore?
No.
You just want Pagulayan.
Well, they're all sitting ducks now. If he gets to the backside of these balls, he'll be
Yeah.
out. Which I believe that's where he's going to go first.
Hey, I told you when he shoots, not me. wrong game plan.
I didn't really like where he just tried to get on that ball.
Well, the 3 ball goes, doesn't it?
It must because
The 8
no,
ball.
he's shooting the 8. He's gonna shoot the 8 and then he's gonna hit the 10.
Or the 10's. The 10's an excellent ball to choose now that'll open
Yeah,
up
because
the
he's gonna
pocket for
come
the 1
2 rails to the
and the
backside.
3.
Well, he's gonna come to the 2 rails to the backside now. Spin right in between the 2 and the 14 or the 15. What is it? The 14, I believe. 15 maybe. No, 15. There it is. And now you get to pick these 4 off. Well, he does need 9 balls. He owes 1, so. I'll take the 14 to the deuce to the 6 is what it should be.
Okay, he's playing for 4 here.
Oh, he went to. Now he's planning on going to the 1.
He's playing for 3.
No, he owes 1.
But he does need 3. He's playing
yeah.
for 3. He has
Yeah.
5 good ones. He doesn't want to get straight on the 4, though. Now he'd like to drop on the deuce. I don't know if he can.
I think he might go for the 6, yeah.
He's
Because
got
of
too
the
much of an angle
Yeah.
to play for the deuce. But he only needs 1 anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Pagulayan wins that game. If I hit the 4 full, I stop right there. Huh? If I hit the 4 full, stop right there.
Well, the score's 1-1. Jeremy and Alex. Jeremy's break. Game number 3.
And once
Another
again,
good break.
nicely spread Ball on the foot rail, ball on the side rail.
I'm not gonna say it was as good as Alex's last break, but it's good.
It's a good break.
Yeah, it is a good break.
You know, he can just roll softly on the 1 and bank it cross table. He's not going to sell out the 15, but he's got to stay where the 1 is.
Well, another good shot is using a bunch of low inside, right? And sticking it against that rail and letting it go back and forth and back. So you get enough on it, you know? He's thinking about shooting the 9 into this. Oh, he's gonna. Yeah,
He's banking the 7.
he's going.
He's banking the 7.
I don't like the. But I mean, it's bad, but it's not really that bad. I mean, yeah, he might give up a ball. I don't think Jeremy can't really get more than one, maybe the 15. He doesn't have to make anything else.
Let's take a look at the 7 where it ended up. Perhaps he may be better off shooting the 7 here.
I'll tell you what, the way that ball just got spotted, it might be wired right off that 14. To tell you the truth, I think it is.
The 1 ball.
Yeah, one's wired.
He's 3-reeling the 7, and he's sending the cue ball in the stack here.
If he does this the right way and shoots it into the 9, oh man, he could have shot it even better than that, to tell you the truth.
It's hard to shoot it any better than
No,
that.
yeah. I mean, he got the cue ball good and everything like that.
Yeah, it's harder. It's hard to shoot it, actually, any better than what he did. He's positioned the cue ball relatively in the stack.
But the thing is like, he could have shot that ball hard as a billiard into the 9. The 9 was automatically going to hit the deuce 1, and the 1's coming to your hole. And the 9's still going to play the same, or the, you know, what was it, the 7? It's still going to play towards your hole. He'd probably cross this 10 and just stick him up table. He's going to try sticking them in the stack. Only thing wrong with shots like this is because if he can see that full 6, he's just going to stick you right back on it and cross the ball, you know, or move it over to his hole. I like banking the 6 because it opens up the 3 for your side too. Yeah, see?
Oh, he's got to bank to 10 here.
But he still leaves that opening for that 3 because the 3's open now.
Yeah, well, you know, he's got to bank to 10. That's his really only out, I would think. Get that 10 in the
cross
pocket.
the 6. Stick him up table. Start moving balls towards your side. Good shot. And he covered up the 6, so that's even better.
See, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to hit bank to 6, not to the rail, short of the rail, and he wanted to use the 10 ball to cover the 6. If you notice, the cue ball is on the top rail. The 10 ball is in between the cue ball and the 6 ball, which means that Jones can't do anything productive with the 6 ball. How about cutting the 10 toward the pink or toward the 3 balls here with a soft speed and fall on the other side of the 6? Or if you need be, cut the 10 toward the 3 and fall maybe against the 6.
I'm going to just thin the 10. Take the cue ball to the side rail and let it come back into the stack.
Right. You got to come off the right side of the 10.
Yeah, just hit barely right below the side
And
pocket.
hit it with the speed.
I don't know what he just
He
shot at
really
there.
didn't need that shot. He really didn't need that shot. He played your ball. He played the 1.
No, but it wasn't wired no more.
Well, evidently he thought it was. But his position was so strong. This is my opinion on this. This is my take on this. When you have a position that strong,
I'm not opening up the stack.
you don't need. It's like overkill.
The stack is in your
It's
favor,
overkill.
yeah.
You know, you got to play a shot that's going to protect your position because that shot's available anytime, if in fact it's on.
Right.
Okay. A 2-reel kick into the stack really isn't a type of a shot that you would consider it being on, as you can see, it's evidenced here.
Well, right here, he's got to be real meticulous with what shot he chooses to move balls with. Because the thing is, Jeremy's got a lot of balls by his hole. You really got to figure out what you're going to do and what you're going to leave once you start trying to move some balls here. Alex just used his extension. I'm not so sure why he's looking. Well, I thought he was looking up table, but it wouldn't have made sense to look up table because the 14 goes to the hole, Jeremy's hole.
Well, he's got to do something with the 14, or he's got to put him
I
behind
might
the
have
14.
to try to shoot the 14, 15 as hard as I can, like crossing it. And I know it's going to double kiss. I don't really like it with this. He's just going to roll up, and the only thing bad about this,
Safety allowed. No problem, no problem.
it's not going to, it doesn't have to turn out so fairly
Yeah,
well.
Jeremy's probably going to put him against the 9 if he can. Coming off the 2 ball, and then maybe getting. This is the shot I'm talking about here.
I mean, if you can place it on the 9, it's a great shot. But if you don't, guess what happens?
What happens?
You get to move the 14 and the 3 away from the hole.
Well, what I'm saying is, with an overhead, please, he can come off the 2 and then go this way. Okay, even if he stops short, we'll say he comes off the 2. Even if he stops short right here, we'll say.
Yeah.
What does he have?
Well, then he gets to. Then he gets to bank the 14 into the 3, move him out, and draw his cue ball straight down, and just hit it.
Yeah, that's possible, but he's going to be on the rail. No, he's going toward the 9.
That's the shot he shot.
Okay, he's going toward the 9.
Now it's a great shot because of exactly where the cue ball just got left.
But that would be the shot that I would shoot.
That's a great shot. If you can lay the cue ball down like that, it's ideal.
Okay, now, this is what he should be looking at now, okay? This ball, okay, it needs to be protected. You can't protect it in this area here. That's a no-no. But you can protect it up here with all these balls.
Well, there's a good little alley in between the 2 and the 10, though. Well, he must be able to see the 14 or something.
He might be laying on the 3.
No, I think he can see the 14, yeah. Because but he wired, I think, the 4, 7, 15.
I don't think it's wired.
No, it's not wired, but... Well, let's see what happens here.
Okay. This is a shot here. I don't know if you would shoot it.
Kick in the 6.
Kick into the 3. In other words, he possibly can kick the 3. Send a 3 into these balls. Cue ball will then float over here somewhere. Now that shot is doable. As long as you hit the outside of the 3, you're going to be okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust. It's a little far off the rail, and the angle don't look like it's really there. He's got the 12 to shoot at, I think, or 14 or whatever that ball is. This ball right here. He's going to try cutting this ball with a lot of high right hand English. Hit the angle, kill the ball, but so long as you hit that angle, that ball will kill down about here. So right here, and the cue ball hit right around here and kill. He hit it the way I said, but not as thin as he could have. Or as much English as he could have used.
Well, he can come off the 15 and knock that 13 or that 12 toward the 1 or an 8. But he's not really happy with that. He's looking for something else. If he doesn't have anything else, he'll then come off the 15 and knock that 12 toward the 8.
All right, in this spot, I'm going to probably shoot the 8 ball 2 rails to the backside of that 12 and just leave the cue ball there. Now, some things that can happen here in this spot is the 12 can come, cut off the top of it, run into the 1, and your cue ball sticks there, right? So you got this ball right here.
I don't think that
Come 2
I don't
rails
think the
deep
8 can
into this.
get that deeply under it.
It's not... Okay.
Now, come here, let me ask you a question before he shoots this shot.
Yeah.
Obviously, he can go up table, okay? But then
Yeah.
he's got to worry about giving up a shot on the
Yeah.
2. Would you consider coming down this way?
That's a lot of English to use.
In
And
other words, draw the cue ball back toward the 8-9, or would you should go natural and go up table
I'll
and
go up table.
run the risk of selling out the 2?
well, you hit it fat. You don't have to try to hit it that thin. You know what I mean? Billy. I think now he's got a free bank, right? He's got a free bank at the 10. I believe he's going to bank the 10. Don't think, yeah.
Okay, the 2 goes,
No. The 4's on the way.
in Jeremy's pocket.
Yeah, but he's not. He's going to kill the ball. He has to get balls by his hole. He has to start moving balls to his hole because all of Jeremy's balls are tied up at the moment. Now, there may be a good billiard here. Not so sure from where I'm sitting, but I believe he can thin off this 8 and make the 12.
If the 12 ball was laying against the 1
Which it is.
for a kiss off into the pocket,
No, it's not laying to that. It is somewhat. It still can hit this top side, but you can't thinly cut this ball enough to where it would go upwards, if anything. It would come to the bottom rail, if anything. He's going to shoot the 6-5 combo and push the cue ball straight through with the speed. Nice speed. Nice speed. Only thing is, you got to make sure you make that ball.
now, only thing is he's going to come off the 15 and put him,
Yeah.
snug him there against that against that 12 ball. See, he'll come off the 15 and he'll put him against that 12.
It'd be nice if he can bank the 15 and put him on there.
I don't think he can be.
Yeah, I
he
don't think
can
it's
do
thin
that.
enough, yeah. You can, I don't know, we'll see. Sometimes having all these balls by your hole can work against you. You're about to see why.
Well, he got him in there pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he can bank he's just going to shoot the 9 right into the 6 and move them all out. I do believe he can do that. Yeah. Shoot the 9 hard and move move the 9 and the 6, and the 6 ball will go right before the side pocket, and the 9 will go 2 rails out. That's what he's doing. He's setting the ball. See?
In the meantime, there's a couple of balls on Pagulayan's side now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pagulayan is working himself out of this
Jam.
what you consider a very terrible situation. It was a very threatening situation, and he's managed to work himself, for the most part,
I'll tell you what,
pretty much out of
if he
it.
can hit this back rail, which I think he can, he's going to kick this 15 out and leave him right on the back of the 1 and the 14. or 12 or whatever that
You
is.
think he can kick into the 15?
I think he can kick to the backside and hit and knock the 15 over to his side. You catch full of it. That's what he did.
That's right.
Yeah.
But he didn't get
He
a
didn't
rail.
get a rail.
But it was
That's
a fair
okay.
trade-off.
Yeah. Because you're moving balls away from his hole.
Now, what at one time looked like just a impossible situation for Pagulayan, now looks like he may be the favorite from here.
I think he is. I think he is.
If he can see the fullness of the 12, then he has to hit it in the face and send the 12 by the 10 and get on the
He
other
wants to
side
make
of
sure
the
he
8.
can't hit the 10, though. 'Cause if he hits that 10, he's going to sell out.
No, you don't hit it that hard. You try to
sir.
bank the 12 between the 10 and the 9.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's just got to make sure he holds that angle. Another shot here. I don't really like this. I would just use high right and cross off the 14 and push them 7 and the 4 open. Oh. Yeah, he left it open.
He's left Pagulayan a very long shot on the 15.
Yeah.
Now, the guy at the table, Pagulayan, one of the best ball strikers in the world. So therefore, this shot
Yeah,
here,
that's for sure.
even though it carries the distance that it does carry, it shouldn't be that big of a problem for Pagulayan. I do believe it's a problem, but this guy here shoots so straight because he hits that cue ball so well.
It's a good shot. Ball's been pocketed.
He would like to have played the 10 next, but now he can't do that. He's got to play the 8.
He'll shoot the 8 here and then move up a little bit on the 10. Just bounce off, just enough to cut. A couple different ways you can play this run out here.
The ball that he really wants to eliminate is the 12. That's the ball near the foot rail.
Yeah, and I think that's what I would play shape on right now.
Therefore, that's the ball that's really stopping him from all those cross-corner banks on the 1 and 14. Not so much the 14, but for the 1 for sure.
I think you thinly just cut this 10. Just use straight high and come straight across into the 1. No English, thin cut, run right into the 1, and you get to pick off the 12. You went to the bottom side.
You
which
really
is
have to
take a
have
touch.
You really have to have pretty good
touch.
cue ball control
Yeah.
to do that. He'll come up for the 9 next and then drop back down for the 1. The reason I like coming up for the 9 because I think he's got an awkward angle on the 12, sending him away from the 1. If
Right.
that's the angle that he has, he's probably better off going up for the 9 next, unless he can hold the cue ball for the bank on the 1.
I think he's going to try to come back to the backside of the table, but I think he's looking now and he realizes that maybe he should take the cross banks, but he's coming back around. No, he's going to settle for it. No, he's coming back around. That's what I figure.
Oh, he's going to have a problem now.
No, the reason why he did that, though, is because he knows that he can't sell nothing out by the 14 and the 1 sitting there because it's blocking Jeremy's hole.
But what I'm saying, he has a problem.
Yeah, he has a problem with the next shot now. I mean, it's a little tougher shot, but like you said, he's one of the best ball pocketers in the country, so I guess them good ball pocketers, they can take these little tough shots.
Yeah, I agree. I believe he has how many good ones? The scoreboard says he has 3 good ones. Did he owe 2 prior to this
looks
run?
like that, yeah.
He owed 2. Now he has 3
he
good
did owe
ones.
2 balls. Now, this was a risky of a shot in a way. I mean, like you said, nothing really could go wrong, but I didn't really like that shot. If anything, I would have just ran on, swung the deuce, you know, curved it in, and
Stop the shot clock? You stop the shot clock?
Yeah, stop the shot clock before I get this.
Jeremy's quick to stop that shot clock.
Okay, this situation demands a little attention here because you know he's going to have to do something with the 6. And the 2 ball's positioned in between the cue ball and the 6 ball, making your job of doing something with the 6 much more difficult.
Here's a good shot. Let's just see it. This is me being creative, okay? I shoot the 2 into the second diamond. Hit the 6 ball fat on the top side. And let the 2 ball try to come towards my hole. Draw my cue ball straight back. Now he's going to play it to the inside of the 6 to hit the 6 first. The only thing is there's a double kiss there maybe. Oh, he shot it to the outside of it. Which is fine, but still hasn't established anything. Just got more balls blocking other balls.
Now what he can do here, I believe, he can either kick softly underneath it or kick 2 cushions to the short rail, long rail, and then into the 14.
I'm not going to touch none of those balls. I'm going to bank the 11 towards my side of the table and make sure that I don't want to open these balls up. I want to leave them sitting the way they are.
I think you got to move these balls because those balls, you can't rely on those balls staying where they are.
Okay,
you give up one shot to Jones, and he'll open up those balls.
He got lucky to still, you know, leave him in a tough spot. I think Jeremy's going to take an intentional foul here.
I don't know if he could have banked that 2 into his pocket from that position. If he could have, that shot plays, you know, pretty good for you.
Here's a pretty good shot. You bank the 12 into the top side of the 1. The 12 hits the top side of the 1. The 12 goes up towards the upside of the table, and the 1 goes to your pocket. But you freeze the cue ball on the 2.
Shoot the 12 into the top side of the 1.
No, backside. You know, bank it so you're kicking it like the 12's kicking it.
Oh no, we kicked the 1.
Yeah. Jeremy's got no choice but to start trying to bank this 5 to the fat side, right in between the 13 and the corner pocket, and try to break some of these balls out. Come to the second rail above the side pocket and try to push some of this 3 and the 6 and stuff.
And I'm going to tell you a shot he was actually looking at. He was looking to carom the 13 off the 9.
And what about the 9 though?
Okay, the 9's going to hit the top rail, the side rail there, and take off again. But he was looking at that shot.
Yeah. This is the right shot. The reason being, you need to open these balls up. It's just a must.
The 3 balls stopped in pretty good line for him to power move some of these balls now. Now he can shoot straight ahead, stop his cue ball, and probably move about 3 balls out of there.
We're going to see what he does here.
It's pretty close to hitting that point.
I wonder if he's going to cross it or if he's going to try to power it, like you said.
I think that if he has the option, then he should power some of those balls out of there. If he doesn't have the option to do that, then maybe crossing it may be better.
You know what happens sometimes when you power balls, they nick off other balls and maybe run off and give a bank.
It doesn't appear that that's going to happen on
Well, it doesn't appear, but
the way the balls are configured here.
That's the safer one, and you blocked up the pockets.
Well, now you just got to go up table here. I wouldn't move to 3.
I'd thin the 9.
Yeah, thin the 9 or the 12.
I'm thinning the 9 because the 9's the ball that really goes to his hole. Okay, that works out, but
He can play the 9 to his hole right here. He can play the 9 to his hole. He
he's
likes
gonna take a
banking the
free
11.
bank. Do believe he might have made no. Yeah, he did make it.
And now he can play the 9 to his hole here.
Now I'm banking the 12s. The same ball that's or the 13 that's up there. I'm banking the 13 2 rails. I'm gonna keep pushing balls towards my hole. I can leave them on the end rail and push the ball down to the table. I don't like this shot. Not unless he hits this side of the deuce, but if
Unless
he hits
he's
this
playing
side
the
of the
2.
deuce,
The 2 might be a better
yeah,
shot.
he's just playing a safety. I like moving the 13 down table. So he crossed the ball. Cross the ball, leave him up top. Well, now he's in a hucklebuck because there's no balls he can run off of without, now he's just gonna run off the deuce and bring him back down here underneath his balls. Good shot. Now this is forcing Jeremy to start moving some of his balls from around his hole. I like maybe going 2 rails through the deuce, zigzag, and maybe put him over there to make him try to kick again.
I mean, you don't have to go zigzag. You can go this way 2 rails. You know.
No, he's going 2 rails to the back. Yeah. I think he scratched. No. But he got a good roll because he toppled him too. That was a good shot. That was a great shot. Risky, but good. But now he's just going to try to soft roll.
Safety allowed.
We may need to break out the popcorn for this game. Now, Alex might just try to pocket the deuce here and leave him right behind that 13.
Well, I don't know. If I would do that, I would just roll the 13 and leave him on the deuce. I wouldn't want to leave him a shot on the 13 to open up these balls.
That's a good shot. Didn't think he'd get that much English on the ball. He's going to kick at this 13 ball. That was a good shot.
He can shoot the 5 into the 6, following between the 1 and
Yeah,
9.
he's been able to do that a few shots, but he's not wanting to do that.
Maybe knock both of those balls away.
He's just going to keep nicking.
May have left him a bank here.
He did. This is why you do all the knick-knacking. To hope you get a shot like this, and if you make it, play shape for the 3, you get to run into the balls that are down there, then you get to start picking them off. But this is the key shot. He's got to make this bank. He knows it. So he's making sure he bears down and cross this 9 in and stay on top to get the three ball shape. He got it, but the only thing is he doesn't get to run into the balls now. What he's going to do here is he's just going to pocket the 3 and play for the 5-6 combo, which the 5 will break out the 14-7-1. And if you look at the way the 5 is going to hit the 6, after he makes the ball, you're going to see how the 5 hits the 14 and pushes the 1 towards his hole, and the 14 will sit there also in a way. And the 5 maybe will stay there too. It's all about making sure right here he just pockets the ball and stays right there.
A little lower, though.
Yeah.
I like a little lower than that.
Yeah, stay on the bottom side of the ball. Yeah.
That way you have a lot better control
Now
of
he's got to hit the ball hard enough to where he's got to draw his cue ball either straight out and back up, or come to the rail and bounce out 2 rails. So when he does pocket this 5-6 combo, and it breaks into the 14-1, got to make sure you hit this one a little bit over. He did draw it straight back, and he got the roll that it was going to happen.
Well, I'll tell you what, that worked out really well for him.
Well, these are some of the questions that a lot of people always ask, you know what I mean? And sometimes they don't interpret what's going on because they don't watch the way balls run off of other balls.
I think the 1 ball may be the best shot here. If you can cut the 1 into a cross table for the 14.
Right here, you just run into the 14.
I don't want to tie anything up there.
You're not going to tie nothing up. You come into the back side of it. I don't know if I would have done that. He used high.
Yeah.
He got away with it, but it's still the point.
Yeah, well.
Now he's going to come. I like coming around the table, but he's going to go 2 rails back out. It's one of the reasons why I don't like getting where he just got, because I don't know if this. Oh yeah, the force play. Yeah, he's got a hole. Yeah, he's got a whole pocket there.
That's what I was referring to a little while ago when I said I don't want to tie up that pink ball in 14 at the 14.
Well, I come to the inside rail and bounce it out, so that way you don't. You know what I mean? That way none of that happens.
You use the rail and back of the ball, so it doesn't go toward the 4.
Right.
It goes away from it.
Right.
Once you get off the rail here.
No, he's all right. But Jeremy's going to steal this game, it looks like. Jeremy needs 3, right? He owes 1.
So you notice in this game here how deliberate and intelligent of a player Jeremy Jones is.
He's a great mover.
Yeah, he moves extremely well. He played this game extremely well, despite the fact that Pagulayan continually came down table underneath these balls.
Right.
Therefore, Pagulayan really, really played hard and well to keep Jeremy behind these balls.
Right.
But eventually, because of Jeremy's return shots, he let them bank on the 9. It just leaked out, and it was all over after that.
All right.
So everything he got here, he certainly has earned. That's a pretty good run.
Now he's got to spot one, though. So, Alex gets a spot shot. He'll try to run into into this 12 ball. Is this? Yeah, it's the 12 ball, right? Down here?
Well, Pagulayan needs
What is
all
he
the
doing
balls.
here?
Well, he would like to corner hook him here.
You're
No.
not going to try to take the free one ball when you can get it?
Free one? Are you serious?
I mean, you still can come into the backside of the ball is what I'm saying.
I don't know about all that. You must play awfully good. Matter of fact, you must play better than I think you play. And
Yeah,
that's good. I think you play really good. That's a free one?
I mean, it's a free shot. As good as he pockets balls, he's supposed to do it.
Pretty good there, T-Rex.
I'm telling you.
This looks like a lot better than me. Now he's going to get all the balls in play here.
Which is a bad move for Jeremy.
Well, he was corner hooked.
Well, yeah, I mean, in that aspect, yeah.
They're way off. They gotta be frozen to each other.
This is not the easiest situation to get out of here.
No.
You know, he's got some problems right here. He's going to follow straight down.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Wow, what a shot.
Yeah.
What a shot. What's going to happen here?
I hope he gets rewarded because
What's going to happen here? I'll tell you what, he made a pretty good pull shot right there.
Yeah, it was good speed.
Pretty good pull shot
speed.
right there.
Speed was there.
It's not frozen. They keep falling off each other.
The spot is down.
Yeah, but I shot also, and they were still. Even when I bumped the two, they fall off because he's got the one on the high part of the spot. You got to put the one in the middle. And then
I tried to do that, but
It shouldn't really matter. I mean, once you shoot, you shouldn't, not really worry about it. Things happen. A rock might have fell out of the sky and touched the ball. You never know. Maybe Johnny was picking some lint off the table.
This is a little bit of a touchy situation for Jeremy right here.
It's a cross bank with a double kiss.
You know, because
Very
he's
red.
straight in on the 12 to the pocket, but it's the wrong pocket. So if he opts to try to bank it to his side, he's got to be concerned about two different things. The first thing he has to be concerned about is getting a kiss on the 12. The next thing he has to be concerned about is avoiding contacting the two balls on the foot spot.
Yeah.
So therefore, there's two problems out there that's, that really needs a lot of concern. And
One of the shots I might do here is cross it up table.
if he tries to spin around the foot spot balls, he could scratch in a corner. So all those things are problematic. Now he could scratch in a corner here, or he could hit it well like he just did. Now he has been hitting mostly all the shots that he's been confronted with well. So why would it be any different there?
All right.
Now Pagulayan can come off the top ball and drop behind the 12, but he has to stroke it good because that two balls frozen. There's a lot of mass there.
I like that shot.
He didn't get where he wanted to get.
It's okay, though. It's good enough.
Well, had he dropped behind that 12, it would have been real good.
Yeah. He's going to try to play the 13 off the 1 thin. If he hits it thin enough, he can send the 1 towards the hole, too. And maybe he can get a ricochet off of this ball that's sitting by his hole. No, he hit it kind of fat. Better hope that 2 don't go in there.
Well, in the meantime, I'm certainly sure he'll take it because now Jones only needing 1 ball, Pagulayan all balls. The 1 and the 2 are out
There's
to
a heck
out
of a
play.
shot here, which he's seeing it right now. He can shoot this 2 ball and try to get him right on the 1. Good touch. And no matter what Jeremy does here, unless Jeremy takes a foul, which he's not going to do, he gets to still take out the 12.
Well, Jeremy's not going to take a foul.
That's for sure. With Jeremy needing 1 ball here, he's going to try to just run off the cue ball to the side rail. Jeremy's really adamant about getting his balls on the spot, huh? No, he can kick. I'm going to probably just kick softly behind the 12.
Coming off the 2 is bad because the angle that he has to come off the 2 is very, very difficult because it looks like that if he hits it natural, he may end up selling out the 12. He would like to get behind the 12 off the 2, but that shot requires a very accurate hit and a soft ball, meaning that he has to roll it softly. And when you roll balls softly, you have to put your faith in the trueness of the table. And the table really hasn't been rolling that straight. If he does that, anything can happen here. He would like to come off the 2. Don't get me wrong. That's the correct shot. Had the cue ball been over another 2 or 3 inches, coming off the 2 would be, without a doubt, the correct shot.
But he's going to soft roll kick. And which is, oh my God. He ended up crossing the ball. Wow. That's a heck of a way to lose the game.
No, he has to make sure that he hasn't put an outside spin on it because he could scratch.
He's going to put outside spin.
Well, he could scratch. Hits that ball a little thicker, he ends up scratching. That was a very long and interesting game, game number 3.
Yeah.
Jones finally wins game number 3 and takes a 2-1 lead in a race to 4.
Yep.
See, now he's going to try to...
I think they went on break. I think Jeremy went on break. That was a shot he was looking at, but you have to hit that one pretty good.
One more shot.
But it's so hard to shoot that shot. You know, they're gonna go on a break, and I think I will take a break as well.
All right, well, we're now back with Alex and Jeremy. Jeremy's leading 2-1. Alex getting ready to break. Here we go.
I almost missed the whole ball. Hey,
And if this ball hangs up, it's a good break because at least he got a ball out of it because he didn't hide the cue ball behind the stack. But he'll take
Would you rather, if you were the breaker, re-rack or leave it like that?
If you're the breaker?
Yeah.
I would rather re-rack.
Okay. In other words,
I don't really like the spread. I'd rather have a good looking, spread it out, you know.
you'd rather try to break them where it's like really difficult to get out of it.
Yeah.
So,
9 times out of 10, somebody's going to sell out a good enough shot to where you're going to be able to change everything around. Two-railer, good shot, laid it down, worked out pretty good. Now my shot here, it might not work actually now that I think about it because the 15 would come back at me.
you got to play the 1 into the 15 in some way here.
I mean, you can, but the thing is, you got to hit it pretty thin on the 15 because it's going to come right back towards you where the cue
Right.
ball is going to be. You understand?
Well, I'm trying to put the cue ball in the stack there.
Yeah. I mean, that's the ideal situation, but I don't think that's the... I might try to roll this cue ball on the 14 into the 10 and break up these balls and so Jeremy can have some balls to his hole because otherwise he's going to be playing defense nonstop. Now, he's playing the shot like we were just saying, but that's what was going to happen.
That's right.
Call it before you see it, you know?
Right.
He's going to cut this ball in and try to make this ball that's sitting on the side. He hit it very good and got a shot, I believe. No, he didn't. All right, now here's another good shot. Kicking the 13.
You got to play the combination here, though.
You could play the
Get a
combination.
drop on the 1.
I just don't like it because if you
Why?
don't make it,
You got the 1.
I don't know if he can hold the onion and put enough on it to, you know, have the 15 trickle towards his hole and be able to hold it to the side rail. He must be able to because he's shooting it. It's not a bad shot. Yeah, but guess what happens?
I don't know
Billy?
why he went back.
No, he's supposed to float over to the side, if anything, really.
Right.
But the reason why he did that is because he didn't want to leave him a straight in, like, bank on the 1 or something, you know?
Well, the 15's going to go down there.
Now, yeah. I'm banking the 15 right into the 13. I'm not banking it to try to make it. I'm banking it to play it into the 13 and play the cue ball right on that 12.
You wouldn't try to bank the 15. Oh, it's not going to go into the stack. It's too low, huh?
I don't want to bank it into the stack. I want to bank it into the 13. I want 2 balls by my hole, and I want him not to be able to see either one. That's too hard.
Jeez, Louise.
Why not shoot it soft, shorten it up, bounce off and on, you know? He's shooting one of my favorites.
Yeah,
And
you
he
hit
hit it
that
pretty
shot
good.
really well.
Thanks. Now, Jeremy will kick deep, I believe. No, you know what? Let's see.
I think he can bank this and stick the cue ball in the stack between the 9 and 3 here.
It's a good shot, but it's thin.
I think he can do that.
He hit it. Yeah, he hit it good. He hit it with the speed. He didn't play it to make it. He just hit it with the good speed, which is a beautiful shot. Jeremy's really playing the game and playing the touch and not really, you know, trying to make every shot he shoots at, which is really the way you want to. When you start playing like that, you're really going to be ahead of the game, and you should really start moving balls over, and you're playing a chess game, and you start to gain control. Well, Jeremy's got a little bit of a problem. This 113 looks like it may be wired too.
Yep, it looks like it's close.
It's very close, and it doesn't look like he's... Well, it must not be too close because he's not worried about untying it.
Well, what can he do?
I mean, you run off the ball. You just have to. You know, it is what it is.
He could 2-rail the 15 and drop that cue ball on that
Okay, he's
rail.
playing the cue ball off the 11 into the stack, into the 9. Oh, no. He didn't even play the cue ball.
Well, maybe he couldn't get it over there.
If he can bank this 2, which it looks like
is
he
it
must
kicking
be
at the-
able-
at the 13?
No, he's banking the 2. Good shot. Good shot. Just enough twist to hold it.
Yeah, well, he can two-rail that 15. He can two-rail that 15.
So he can two-rail the 15?
Yeah. Yeah. He can two-rail the 15. He doesn't necessarily have to make it.
Oh, no. That 11's huge. You hit it bad. That 11's huge.
But you know what? Just hit it toward the pocket, you know.
Actually, yeah, it does look like there's yeah.
You know?
No, you will miss it for sure if you hit it good. Hit it anywhere even close. But I just don't think he wants to put himself in that predicament yet. Because, you know, you leave him low enough, guess what he's going to do? He's going to play the 2-ball at his hole, Alex. And no. See, he left him a big enough cut on this deuce that if he was to go for it, he's going to lose his cue ball. I know Alex would like to get to this 113 some way or another.
Well, he's just got to bank the 15 to his side. You know, where the chalk is over there, about the side pocket.
And just leave the cue ball there.
Yeah. You know, he's got 2 balls there. For him, he can protect the 2-ball. You know, the 11 balls up there. You know, if he banks at the 12, he's going to defend against the
I might
2-ball.
just roll the 15 and leave it right there on the side pocket. So if he was to go for that bank, there's a blocker. You understand? Oh, I didn't think you could get down like that on the ball.
Well, that's an excellent
That's a better shot.
Yeah, that was a better shot than any of the shots.
But now Jeremy can shoot this 10 into the 1 and kind of leave his cue ball there. You know, I believe so. I think he can put just enough English on it to drag it over to play the combo. And if he doesn't make it, it's going to be close enough to where it's good enough to where it's going to not sell out of bank. Yeah, he's going to shoot this because he's just going to leave it sitting there. But it also puts balls to his hole. Good shot. I think he could have got a little deeper, but he wanted to make sure the cue ball sat.
Yeah, he's going to leave him that 1. He's afraid of that.
My shot here would be to kick at the 1.
He may run into the 11 here. Gotta be careful.
I made sure he didn't, but he did saw the 12 because Jeremy's going to shoot at this ball. I believe. He doesn't really have a choice but to shoot at this ball.
Okay, but he can shoot at the 12 in a fashion that he doesn't have to give up anything unless the 3 goes. I kind of like shooting at it. Here's what I like to do. I like shooting at the 12, sending the cue ball over here, then back over here. So he doesn't give up this ball here. Then
Doesn't matter. He's gonna give up those other balls. He's giving up a shot. I don't care where you put it on the table. You got the 10 sitting down here. You got the 1 sitting down here. You got too many balls that are open. If he shoots this shot, you got to shoot it to make it. Best way to shoot it to make it is to slow roll it so you don't shoot it too hard and aggressive to where the ball pops out. Watch the speed he shoots it at. You see the speed he just shot it at? So no matter what, you see how he hit it above the side pocket, it still went. You know why? Because of the speed that he hit the ball at. Now what do? You combo the 15 deuce. You start moving the balls towards your hole and send the cue ball straight back up. Nice thin cut. 15 deuce. The deuce will come very close to your side of the table. If it doesn't, It's going to shoot the 15 deuce into the 13 ball, which is down here.
So you gamble, you don't scratch right here, huh?
Well, you're going to hit it thin enough. You don't hit it fat. You hit it extra thin. I figured that's exactly how he's going to hit it. What did I say? He hit it perfect, too. And you got balls by your hole. Stick with me, Billy. I'll take you places.
Yep, that was the shot.
Alex is looking to see how he can minimize. Make sure he can. Right here, Alex is looking to barely come off this one and tap to the side rail into the 13, which is very risky. No, he cut. Oh, that was a good shot. I didn't think he could see that side of the 13.
What is that?
You moved it though, the one ball.
Yeah. I'm trying to move it.
I know you are.
Good old camaraderie. A little hello there and a hello there. Seeing what you did, but you probably weren't trying. No. There's a couple different aggressive shots you can shoot here. Let's hear from you, Billy. What are you going to shoot? Billy, you got to tell me what the shot is before he shoots it.
Well, I got to do something with the.
Now you already know what he's
think he's
going
going
to
to
do.
kick, do you?
No shot.
No.
It's not a bad shot. Too much can go wrong.
Well, I'll tell you a shot that I would think about shooting. I would kick 2 cushions into the 13 cue ball, then go up table, like this. I would kick here, and into the 13.
He's kicking at this ball 1 rail.
This is tough to do.
He hit it perfect.
Well, if you can hit it like that, then that's what would you have done?
It's not a bad shot. I would have had to see how much angle I had there, but that's not a bad shot at all. I would have probably banked the ball, crossed the ball, hit my cue ball into this side with a lot of English, right, to push it into this side because the angle wasn't there. And then as soon as it hits this ball, it spins out 2 rails, right? But that other ball comes towards this ball.
But the other ball might kiss you.
No shot. Because I'm going to hit this ball. So as soon as it hits this ball, it goes this way.
I understand, but this ball has to be cut very thinly in order for that to happen.
That's what you think.
What?
That's what you think.
Huh?
Didn't have to. I look to see right here. He's in a little bit of a tough spot here. The right shot here to me would be bank the 1 into the bottom side of the 13 and stick them on. Well, you know what?
I kind of like shooting the 1 right into the 13 and putting them in that stack.
Yeah, into the bottom side you're talking about?
I like shooting the 1 into a 13, but what I'm doing is I'm playing cue ball in the stack. Whatever happens with these balls, that's what happens. But I'm going to put the cue ball in the stack.
But see, now you can almost guarantee there's a pretty good chance that if you hit it too deep down here and you hit this side of it, of the 13, it come into this side and this shoots right into here and bust open.
He must see a ball that's dead.
I think, yeah, there it is. Yep.
Well, he would like to fall on that 10. I don't know what type of
That was a
angle
good
he
shot.
has.
I'll tell you the truth. I wasn't even looking in the stack, so I didn't really look at it. Now he's got... Well, let's see how much he can juice his ball here. Maybe he can come inside. I think he might try. It looks like he may be juicing it. No. Oh my God.
Wow.
Talk about coming a little deep.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the only move I see is that him just maybe banking the 7 up table towards this side, or maybe trying to nudge the 6-1 so he can, and then just draw it straight back. No, he just opted to play it that way, and unluckily it went in.
I don't think anything can go wrong if you kick here. You know?
If you kick here,
I think if you can kick here and you hit that 8, you got a shot to
No.
move some balls on your side. You go up table.
I strongly disagree. A lot can go wrong there if you kick at that ball. He's gonna try banking this ball too. No, he just nudging him up on there.
I don't know about that shot. He's going to 3-rail the 6 on him here.
Still touchy. Everything's touchy. Still got to play a good cue ball. And that ball's not a bad shot, but
You know, if the 10 is not bankable, I'm for certain going to 3-rail the 6 here.
if the 10 is not bankable,
Into Jeremy's pocket, yeah.
he gets a lot of juice on that ball. Now I'm banking the deuce, 2 rails, and just setting the cue ball straight, going straight in the same path, and letting the 2 ball come down towards my hole. If he can get past that 11 with the angle that he's got, which I think he can. That's what he's going to do too. Because you're going to hit it hard enough to where it gets to that side rail but lays down on the bottom, which is good.
How about if he
He's got a free shot.
how about if he cuts the 11 and puts it down here by the chalk?
Yeah, what about when he misses?
No, down here by the chalk. See where the chalk was on the rail? Then put the cue ball over here.
Yeah, but I think
it'll bounce up
this
to there.
ball's a little funny. This 8, 7, 10 is a little funny.
You know?
Okay, he's going to hit this 8 into the 9 and stop the cue ball there. Nice and soft. Ooh, bad kiss. And I believe Alex will win this game.
Okay, and Pagulayan needs 4 balls.
What were you saying? You said you wanted Jeremy, right, Billy? Billy, you wanted Jeremy, right? Is that what you said? Looks like it might be 2-2 here very soon. Might have to take a gander at betting on a little something. Guess it. At there, Alex. Okay, I got your tongue, Billy. Oh, only made the game last a little bit longer. Not so sure. Alex needs one ball. Jeremy needs all of them. And Alex should be at the point where he should be wanting to move these balls away from the hole, because if Jeremy makes one shot, there's a very good chance that he can steal this game right back.
No, I wouldn't shoot that. I would cross that 10. I'd cross the 10 for sure here. Put him under that rail.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Well, Jeremy's going to keep all the balls in play regardless. Now this one, as much as he wants to go for this cross corner, he can't. So he's going to try to just, like, one of the other shots that's good in this spot right here is like a 2-rail kick to the backside of the deuce. Just to start pushing balls away. You could kick at this ball. At the 7, right?
Well, you could. You might be able to drop under the deuce, but...
Look at what he's... Wow. Did he really just shoot at that?
He
Wow.
said, what did I do? He said,
Oh
what
my God.
did I do there?
Yeah, he's got to be a little sick about that one.
If you're going to shoot that shot, at least you could have done was
I would've just-
follow the cue ball to this side of the
Yeah.
table. You don't stop it in the center.
Well, he's going to try to make the 7-6 and run into the bottom side of this 10 deuce. And he got there. Now it's just a matter of...
Yeah, I said that I like Jeremy in this match, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that one.
That's what I said.
I think that gander, when you weren't speaking, it made me stop thinking about it. Not really sure why he shot that ball, because I kind of thought he might do that.
Yeah, but he should have gotten a little further up table. Now he's lost the
This
angle.
is a little touchy shot. You know, I mean, you got to spin your ball a lot, and you kind of lose control of how much spin you're putting on this ball, because the rails are. Yeah, he hit some good, I guess.
He hit that nice.
Yeah. Now he's gonna shoot this 9 ball, come to the side rail, and maybe back out a little for the. He's gonna try to get straight in on this 14 ball bank, I would think.
Yeah, I would think so.
He missed it.
Yeah, and he's going to get this out too.
Oh, he's not only gonna get it out, but he's gonna have a chance to make this in his hole. Oh, just one of my favorite shots.
Yeah, he would have liked the cue ball to be over to the right, our right, a little bit more. Now he may, if he hits this too thickly, he can get a kiss.
What is he doing? What is he doing? Are you serious? No way. For real? Well, that was a poor shot selection. That'll cost him.
Pagulayan needed one ball.
Yeah.
He shot that shot?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, I'd like to recognize some of the players that supported the Make It Happen event. Tony Rapone from Nevada, Ray Pin, Uras, New Mexico, Jim Richards in Connecticut, he's here by the way. Hello, Jim. Rick Rohana, he's from Arizona. Frank Rolfe is from Virginia, and also Vinny Romano's here. He's from New York. How you doing, Vinny? Roger Schroeder from Florida. Gail Schultz from Washington. And Andy Simon from Indiana. I want to thank all you people for supporting Accu-Stats. And without you people, we wouldn't be here enjoying some of the finest one pocket that can be played. Thank you very much. We really appreciate this.
Well, now we got... Well, Jeremy just made a really great break. You really put him in a tough spot, to tell you the truth. Really, I mean, this is where you're really supposed to go. The shot that he just shot a minute ago, now this is the spot where you really do shoot your shot. Here's where you got to cross the 4. You cross it and hopes you make it. Because the thing is, there's really no way to not... You could take a foul behind the 6-11. That's about the only other point.
Well, there's a shot that's available here.
What?
He could shoot the 4 into there and draw the cue ball to up here.
Okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a good shot. He shot the shot and he sold out. It is what it is.
Now, you know that he could possibly play this rail first and get over behind the 2-12 here. I think that angle plays it pretty good.
No, it's not that big. I mean, he's gonna... Yeah.
I think that rail first angle was really laying good. And now that he's pondering over this position, if we have time, I think we do, I'm gonna...
Jeremy's just gonna try to bank this out, and maybe he's trying to make sure he doesn't leave Alex a free shot on a bank. We want to thank some more of our supporters for Accu-Stats and the Make It Happen events. And me as a player, I would like to thank all the supporters that make this happen for inviting me here. And I've had fun here and really glad that this happened. Glad to be here.
Nice cue ball.
That was a good cue ball. Good shot. few more shout outs to some of our supporters for the Make It Happen event. John Smith from New Hampshire, Terry Smith from Texas. He's here. Thank you for being here. Robert Tyak from California. David Threadgill from Pennsylvania. Thank you for being here. Louis Vogler from Florida. Dennis Walker from New Jersey. Thank you for being here. Big Money and Joyce Wallace from New Jersey. Thank you for being here. Gardner Washburn from Missouri. Thank you for the support. Nick Watson from Illinois. Jim Wayman from Louisiana, and Keon Young from California. Thank you. Jeremy's gonna try kicking. May look like he's gonna take an intentional foul here. Alex may do the same thing here. This is a spot where I might just kick at the 8-7. See if you can't kick at it. Oh no. I'd kick at the 8 nicely, softly, so you can just kind of wedge it up in there so it doesn't go towards Jeremy's hole either, if you do have to take a foul.
He can kick into the 3 with a little bit of speed. He's got a nice pocket there. Did you think he had a little nice pocket there to hit the 3? The cue ball goes into the 8. Sticks right there. The 6 goes over to the rail.
That was a little tough one. Maybe just try to soft kick this 15.
Nice shot.
Didn't work out though. Score 3-1. 3-1 Jeremy, right? Yeah. 3-1 Jeremy. Pagulayan owes 1. Now he's going for the run out shot if he shoots the 5 ball bank. Shoots the 2 ball bank, he's playing for 1. Yeah, I think he's going to shoot the 5 ball bank here. He's going to try to bank this ball in. Leave his cue ball there. It did slide in. It went in.
He thought he was going to end up on the other side of the 15.
Yeah. Oh, good. But he got a little lucky because Jeremy's jacked up over the ball.
He's looking at the 5. I think he's got a shot at the 5. I don't know if the cue ball's frozen to the 5, but it appears that he has a shot at the 5, and it looks like it's straight in.
Man, how did it kill that much? The ball killed like.
What just happened there?
Well, he had a shot on the 5. I was surprised to see him play himself out of position with the cue ball. I do believe the 6 passes, but he's positioned the cue ball well under the 6. I don't know if it's far enough under the 6 that would preclude him from shooting the 6.
He must be able to make the 6. Yeah, he can make the 6. He's got to still hit it pretty good. But it looks like it's thin enough. Yeah. Only thing is he did not get rewarded. I don't think, unless that 1 goes by.
It's pretty close. And from the distance he is from the 1, I don't think it would be a wise choice to shoot it. He can see the 2. He can either kick under the 2.
I think you're supposed to shoot this 1. Because you're supposed to just stop your ball or kind of just slow roll it, you know what I mean?
I don't know if it
doesn't matter, you won't sell nothing out is why I'm saying that.
Okay, well.
You stop your cue ball, you know what I mean? You kind of just cinch it up. Well, he hit it. It works, though.
I think he played more cue ball.
Yeah. Alex is in a little tough spot because he can't see the backside of this. You can't really rub off the balls either side, I don't believe. Now, if he could jack up and like bank through that'd be good, but I don't think he can do that. This is a real touch shot. No. No. The idea was he wanted to freeze him up on the 14, but the touch, that was very touchy. Well, Jeremy needs 6 balls.
He's playing for 6.
Oh, wow, he got a little straight in there.
Well,
I think he still bounce back for the 8, maybe.
He may be forced to bank the 2 next.
And then go for the other balls.
That was a pretty poor opening shot there by Jones. Have to be careful you don't shorten this bank up too much. When this bank is missed, it's usually missed by shortening it up.
I use high here. He bangs very well, though.
Like that. See how he shortens it up? And when that bank is missed, it's normally missed
Using
by
low,
shortening it up.
You use low, right?
Oh, a high ball will shorten it up more than a low ball.
Will it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And when you use a high ball, you roll it, and then it'll lengthen it out.
It seems like it's easier to bank using high.
Well,
To me, it is.
Yeah, I think he should have banked that using a high with maybe just a tinge of outside English, not much at all.
Well, Alex is going to go for it here. And he loses.
Alex has really been playing poorly.
I think it's just his patience is really not there right now. You know, when you're playing one pocket, you really got to play. Your mind's really got to be into the game. It really does.
Yeah. He's got a stroke doesn't hit. You go into the 3, the top of the 3, hit it with a stroke.
Well, he's going to bounce into it is what he's going to do. He's going to try to not. Oh,
No, he should have went into the 3. He should have went into the 3 there. I mean,
What do we know?
You know, a high ball sends you right into the 3, but you got to stroke it because even if you get the
I'm gonna
double
punch
kiss,
it.
even if you get the double kiss,
Punch it and
you're
make it
going to do
bounce into
fine
it,
with the
yeah.
shot.
I'm definitely gonna punch it and make it bounce into it. Meanwhile, if you're gonna play for the 2, why wouldn't you just roll it a little bit? You must still be able to make it or something. Guess he's banking the 15 and sticking the cue ball. I don't really like shooting these balls as hard as they usually bank them because just in case you shorten them up like you said, just like he did.
Like this?
Yeah. I like rolling my banks in. At least I know it's going to come close to it.
Well, this 4th game for Jones, he's had several good opportunities.
To run out.
And
He
it looks
just
like this 4th game is eluding him.
I think they both hit the lottery yesterday anyways. They don't need no money.
He what? He what?
I said they both hit the lottery yesterday. They don't need no money. He's going to try rolling this 4 ball in and maybe play shape for the deuce. But, you know, that's just what we think. He's putting a stroke on it. He's going to try to come back for this 9. Yep, good shot. Now you can pick up the 9, the 11. And the 13, I believe, goes to his hole. Good shot and good cue ball. Perfect angle to roll up for the 13 too.
If it goes. If not, he can roll down for the bank
I
for the
think
2.
it does. Yeah, he's looking at it. I'm pretty sure it does. Either way, he's going to try to squirt the cue ball right above the side pocket, I believe. Just to make sure he doesn't get down on the cue. Oh, maybe he's going to use high. I don't know. He's looking like he's trying to get down to the second diamond. Which is maybe... I don't think you can make it from that angle, though. What it might be perfect right about there, maybe. I don't know if this ball goes, to tell you the truth, but I use a regular shaft, and they use that deflection, so maybe they'll throw the ball more. Yeah, you kind of threw the ball in a little bit. I'm going to play safe for this 2-ball bank. Don't know what he's really looking at, whether or not he wants to jack up. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Jack up and try to spear it in a little.
He must be back in the 3.
No.
I'm telling you.
Well, the shape would tell you that, but no. But guess what? He's got to bank this ball hard, which is horrible. I hope he banks this off, because that's the only chance he really got. Yeah, that's good enough speed. When we got a 3-2 ball game, we got a little bit longer. Good little comeback from Alex after Jeremy had a couple chances to run out and didn't take advantage.
Yeah, so yes, he did.
You know, when you don't take advantage against good players, they can come back and bite you.
Yeah, and that's what usually happens.
Danny had a chance to take advantage earlier. He came back and bit him. He went Hail Mary trying to cut in everything on me.
What are you referring to?
When me and him played. Just a little commentating banter, that's all. Now this is a really good break. I mean really good. Now if I could break the balls like this every time, I'd give everyone 10-7. So long as they couldn't take a foul. They had to shoot their way out of here. He's going to shoot this bank. One. Ooh, perfect. And ball's laid great. Now he gets to switch it around back on Alex. Alex gets to switch it back around on Jeremy because he's going to bank this 5 ball 2 rails into the bottom of the 6 is what I'm thinking. Or into the 13. And play balls towards his hole. A lot of good things can happen here. Plus, he could be stuck right on top of that ball. On top of the 12.
Exactly. But when you shoot this shot, you really have to play cue ball. You got to put 95%
Yeah. It's all
focus
about the cue
on the
ball.
cue
It's
ball
nothing,
here.
It's nothing else.
Because there's no one can figure out what's going to happen to the 5 ball. Really, it's going to kiss probably a couple balls here.
Yeah,
and then
it's a guesstimate.
Yeah, that's why you really got to play cue ball. 95% cue ball. Of course,
Realistically, though, if he can hit this 5 into the bottom of the 13 and hold the cue ball, that would be ideal. I don't know what he's doing here. I guess he just wanted to play safe and no offense. He must not have been able to hold his cue ball that he thought. Well, he's going to try to do the same ticky off of, I believe, the 1. Because the 13-5 is tied up, so he really shouldn't want to touch that because it doesn't get thrown into his hole or anything. Oh, he gave the opening that Jeremy needed.
if he can see that 4, which he can.
I don't know if he can or not. It looks like it, though.
I think he can.
But if he can see the top side of the 4, that's what's big. There's a few different opportunities here.
I kind of like, here's what I like. I like banking the 4 the other way.
You like it coming up this way.
Oh, yeah. I like banking the 4 this way into the 3 ball.
But you know you can't make the ball from that angle.
You're going to get a lot of good action.
Oh, yeah, because the
that
3 could
shot.
go off the...
A lot of good things can happen for you there. And then you can send the cue ball up near the center diamond on the side rail.
All right, now let me ask you another question.
And you can make the 3 off the 5, too.
Okay, well, how about this? 4 into this part, down into here, off of this. If you hit it thin, it still hits the 13-6.
Yeah, but you got to cut the 4 to do that. You got to cut it a lot, and you might lose your cue ball.
But no, because that's where you let the English take it, and your cue ball comes here and spins about right here. You hit it just... I mean, you can't get a lot of action on it, but the way you're shooting it, you can't get enough action on that ball to hold that ball to do exactly what you were saying also.
And another thing with banking the 4 this way,
here he goes.
You can bank the 4 and make the 6.
Hold on. Let's see.
And watch.
Let's see what he shoots here. Oh, no.
I don't like what he did there.
Oh, my God, but he got lucky to make a
I
ball.
don't like what he did there.
He just got really lucky.
My God,
He
I
got
don't like
really
it at
lucky
all.
for. I don't even know how the ball just went, but he really got lucky there.
Now he has a bank on the 9.
No, he can make the 12, I think.
I don't think he can make the 12.
Well, if he can't make the 12, I think he can make the 2-5. I think.
I don't think he can
don't
make the
know.
2-5 either.
No.
I don't know. I think the only ball he can really make is the 9 rail.
I don't know. I think you definitely got to start moving some balls towards your hole. If all those are clustered up, then you definitely need to break them up and maybe push some balls towards your hole.
Well, if he's going to do that, then this now becomes. I like the 9 actually, but if he
And draw
can't
it straight back.
yeah, if he can't, then he shoots the 1.
No, he's going to
and then
shoot the
brings
1 into
cue
the
ball
6,
up
I
here.
think. No, he shot the 1 into the 4.
Yeah, then he brings the cue ball up there.
Well,
But I thought he'd have a reasonably good bank on the 9. You know. But for some reason he didn't like the angle it was lying on. I believe he can kick underneath the 13 here. Let's have an overhead, please. I believe he can kick. Can we get an overhead, please? I believe he can kick under the 13 and the cue ball comes this way.
yeah, but then you leave the bank on the 1 or the 4.
Well, you know what, Tony? What else you going to do? You tell me. You're so busy over there looking at it. Tell me. What would you do?
Well, I might just try to cross the 11 lightly. Just hitting the top side right here and just float it on the cue ball just enough to get to this rail so that way, I don't like that. Well, he took care of the onion, so.
He wants to put him back at the 10.
That's a good cross.
He could come off the 10. If he can see the 10, that is. He's afraid he's going to leave that slice on the 15.
I think he may be able to come into these balls. Only thing is there's some trickery here. He could hit the top of that 4. That cue ball can hit the bottom of the 5, and it might scratch.
Well, you know, the cue ball is going to be fast, so there's going to be some action here.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying.
So if you shoot this shot, Tony,
Yeah.
I think you have to disregard the cue ball.
Oh, you do. You do.
Just disregard the cue ball. Don't try to envision what's going to happen when you shoot this shot.
No, you got to make the ball. It doesn't make a difference.
Once you make the decision to shoot it,
yeah, it is what it is.
100% on making it.
And he did, but he didn't get rewarded. He can cut this 10 in. Only thing is it's going to get tougher and tougher from there.
He may play the 12 off the 1. This is the
Which
shot.
would be a very good
12
shot.
off the 1.
Now, here's the only thing. When you shoot that 12 off the 1, that 1's coming off the 4, so make sure you don't shoot it too hard either.
No, that one's not going to create any problems for you here.
I'm talking about this side.
Well, if he shoots a 12 off the 1,
Well, that's the side he's got to hit it. So
that's the shot. Because he's going to rest on that bottom cushion and back of the 6.
he's just playing the cue ball for real.
Okay.
The cue ball is what the main point of the shot was for him. All right, well, this is one of those games just like Alex had a while ago, and Jeremy ended up stealing it from him. Now he's going to try to do the same thing, I think. What do you think about here, Billy? I think he... Ooh, let's see. Got a little
He's going to
trickery.
back the 5 into the 2, drop him on the 6.
No, he was trying to... oh, and there goes. Game time.
He
If
didn't cut
Jeremy
it.
messes this up, then I don't know what to tell him.
Let's take a look now. Jeremy needs 7 balls.
He still needs 7 balls, but he should be able to catch at least 5 to 6 minimum. He should thin the 1. Uh-oh. Thought I might hook him on the 4.
Oh, we got right over top of it. Now
He's all right. He can
now
make
he
the
can't
2,
shoot
though.
the 11, but he wanted to shoot the 11.
Well, you shoot the 2 and you come for the 4, really. You're supposed to come for the 4 at this point. Because if you don't get the shot on the 4, it's okay because you still got the 11.
But you don't want to get him back at the 10.
No. You're trying to run right into the 10. Well, he got a good stroke on the ball. I didn't think he could even get that on it.
Boy, he'd like to draw it and just bump the 13 a little bit, or the 12.
I come off the rail and bump the 13
Now
a
that'll
little bit.
open up the bank. Well, he can, if
Oh,
that'll
my
pass,
God. It must pass.
and if it passes, that's wonderful. For Jones, that is. Okay, he's playing for 4 more balls.
4 more?
I think he's playing for 4
3
more.
more, I think. He's done made 4.
Well, the score. No, he's playing for 3 more.
He's going to go for the 6, 8, 5. He's not going to take a chance on, you know what I mean? It wouldn't make no. You can't hold your cue ball.
He
so-
hasn't been banking very well.
Yeah, he's got it. Now you make the 8 and you skip over for the 4. Or you play for the bank. I might play for the bank.
Playing for 2 more. I think you got to play for the bank here.
Wait.
Might-
Yeah. No, you come for the 4. This is the right 4. Well, not like that.
That's why
I'm coming straight across.
Well,
though.
that's why I say if you're playing for, if that gives you your 6th ball or 7th ball, I got to play for the bank.
Yeah.
I got to play for the bank there. Because you know that you're going to put that bank either in the pocket or you're going to score it.
Not really a whole lot Alex can do. He's just going to be sticking and moving if he wants to, but, I mean, one of the reasons people think people are crazy when they're really aggressive in the beginning. Well, sometimes you're aggressive in the beginning or you're aggressive in the end, and now you're behind and you need all the balls and the guy's got 1 ball. Now's the time to be aggressive for sure.
Boy, he would like to cross his 4 now.
Oh, it's a free shot for the most part.
Yeah, I kind of like crossing the 4 and bring the cue ball back up table
Just cue
where
ball.
it is now.
You just got to make sure you cue ball. No
You know.
scratching.
Crosses 4 with outside English.
He's not taking no chances
Not
on
taking
losing
any
that cue ball.
chances. I don't know.
And he's tying
I
up
don't
all these
know.
balls. He's getting.
You know, I'm not going to fault him for that.
No,
but,
no.
You know,
Smart.
but I like to cross it right then. Because if I'm confident that I can put that cue ball where I want to put it, I'm crossing the 4.
You don't have to worry about it. Alex definitely going to be crossing every single ball from here on out.
I think he's going for the pocket here. He can always come off the 7, you know, and come down table here.
He's shooting at his hole here.
I think this is more risky than the shot he had with crossing the 4 myself.
Oh, I thought he was going to break up the balls too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that shot carried more risk than crossing the 4. See, he could have came off the 7 and dropped down here on this side of the 12. And
Right.
So that shot wasn't that difficult to execute. Got to shoot the 9 here, don't you?
9? I don't think it goes. Well, yeah, it does.
You know,
go.
I think it goes.
He wants to make sure he makes a ball, so he's trying to get to 12 and come around for the 5. Wow, he made his game ball for him. Well, that concludes
anyways,
that match.
Jeremy actually finished with a pretty good record of 3 wins and 2 losses.
Yep.
So the only match we have left is our finals. And I think we'll be back in a short while for the final match between Efren Reyes and Shane Van Boning. Tony, it's been a pleasure. Appreciate you stopping up. And I guess we'll be watching the finals in a few minutes.
Introducing Lucasi Hybrid, a whole new level of performance and technology. A cue with the revolutionary X-Shocks dampening system, eliminating vibration. G5 grip technology for enhanced traction and stability results in maximum cue control. Total sweet spot construction means unmatched power. And the Zero Flex Point ferrule provides dead-on accuracy, giving you the confidence you need in every shot. Lucasi Hybrid, the only cue that matters.